Early rushes take skill now? Come on. Most bailings in a single game? 380? MMA versus Lucera? Jesus Christ. Alright, sorry. What were we doing? Patch 1.3.5? Oh shit, what are they changing? Oh, no balance changes, okay. One point 3.5. Somebody sent me this. And faster is removed from game. Bunker build time decreased. I think if you subscribe, it lets you view all of the top resolutions for free, and you don't get any ads. But I think that if you have something that's free and then you all of a sudden start charging for it, it's kind of lame. So I think we're rolling back the 1080p and the 720p changes, so you should be able to view that for free soon. So if you're thinking about buying subscriptions because you can't view it in this resolution, you don't necessarily have to. It should be pretty soon. I don't know what pretty soon means. Sometime. Maybe like 30 minutes, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Will there be any more games? Yeah. Hold on, fuck. Damn, I'm taking a break. I just did a 2-hour lesson. Why are there so many mean people in these threads? Like, if I was a lesser man, I would be crying from some of these things. Holy shit. I'm gonna read, hold on, I'm gonna read a couple of my favorite posts, okay? This guy is probably one of my, apparently this guy's one of my mods, too, I didn't even realize it. This is one of my favorite posts, okay? I'll read it for you since apparently you don't have the quality right here. You go. This is by Hyper Lyman, okay? So there's whole complexity drama thing happened, and some people were like making these crazy posts. Okay, here we go. Honestly, who didn't see this coming? Everyone that puts Destiny on a pedestal is so blind. He constantly makes racist jokes and makes fun of black people on top of all of his other completely ignorant rants he habitually goes on. I challenge any of his fans to take a look at him and objectively evaluate his character. He is an uneducated college dropout with an illegitimate child. Holy shit. Moreover, he is a music major dropout. Damn! That makes him the equivalent of the demographic that he constantly berates, at the most, and uses racial epithets towards, assuming that you want to apply stereotypes like Destiny does. I like how he saves himself there. Like, he was almost racist here, but then he escaped it with that sentence. That's good. The only reason that anyone would be a fan of this ignorant hate monger is because they appreciate him for voicing their own closeted bigotry. Any team that would sign this embarrassment to the community is a disgrace. Good job on Complexity's part for putting a footprint on his ignorant hindquarters. Maybe this will have a positive effect on him and he will start actually raising his child. Personally, I find it hilarious that some people view him as a martyr for his own personal beliefs, no matter how misguided and unenlightened they may be. Any rational human being would discern his behavior as stubborn and immature. He openly admits to signing a contract under false pretenses, and yet somehow people still support him. I wish I was alive centuries ago where a person's word and signature actually meant something. Damn. Somebody said, you mean the same time where you would have to say this to his face and not hide behind the anonymity of an internet forum? I wish I was alive whenever people would stop making baseless assumptions about someone's character and their beliefs off of petty details such as word choice. I would gladly announce my assessment of his lack of character in public. Oh wait, I think I just did. Whoa! Zing! Good job on posting another meaningful, intelligent post to the Team Liquid community, though, /sarcasm. You do not look like a mindless fanboy at all. What a pitiful attempt at derailment. That last part isn't sarcasm. And then I said that we should chat on stream sometime because he sounds like an intelligent figure. There are a lot of posts like this in here, though. Damn. There were a couple of other really good ones. I actually read every post in here too. I like what you guys... When people talk about me, I'm a big attention whore, so I get off on that shit. But, I don't think I'll be able to find them now. This is really good. Am I to believe the words of a company who has run a legit gaming team for 10 years, or should I go with... Okay, so I guess this guy doesn't believe what I say or whatever, since I lie about everything or whatever, which would be impossible to do, because if I were to lie about anything I'm saying, I'm pretty sure Jason would just post to Skyblogs and catch me red-handed. Am I to believe the words of a company who has run a legit gaming team for 10 years, or should I go with the guy who uses racial slurs that disparage my entire race and other terms that... I like it... Okay. When you, hold on, we're going to do a little quick life lesson, okay? Make sentences up, okay? Language is really important, okay? I talk about swearing and all that, blah, blah. I'm a firm believer in the power of language, okay? Some people make incredibly charged statements, okay? And then they don't back them up at all. Like, this is an incredibly charged statement, okay? Ready? Or should I go with the guy who uses racial slurs that disparage my entire race and other terms that insult homosexuals because he thinks it's philosophically admirable, or whatever other upper white class privilege idea he came up with? What the fuck? This is a fitting end to both parties. And then this guy responded, I like this. I'm also black, and you do more to disparage our race with your racially charged comments than I've ever heard this kid Destiny do. Well, I've never heard Destiny bring race into the equation, and yes, I've heard the language on his stream. You've just injected it in for no apparent reason. I suggest you educate yourself a bit more in context, as getting offended at his does a great disservice to those of us who've had the words used against them in a much more harmful manner. I like that. That was cute. It is way off topic, but let me just say that the notion that it is okay to use racist or homophobic remarks because they are just words comes from a position of middle white class privilege. Have you ever heard a rapper say the word faggot? Like, who is this guy? Oh, these are the kinds of posts, like, when I see this on forums, like, these are the kinds of posts that get me perm banned. Because I don't know how to, like, reasonably approach these kinds of people because they're so fucking stupid. Like, who is this guy? The notion that it is okay to use a word like faggot comes from a position of middle white class privilege? In a nutshell, it is easy for someone who is not affected by those words they use because they never experienced that hurt themselves. Like this black guy that just responded to the dude. Okay, bro. Anyway, yeah. There's like one more really good post in here that was really, really horrible. It made me cry a little bit, but I couldn't, I don't think I'll be able to find it. All the mean posts that people make about me, I have a needle and I like etch them into my skin so that I remember them all the time. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, I remember this. Okay, so I write my post explaining my I'm a little bit disappointed in Complexity for the way that they worded this, but I don't want to get into all that. Actually, I'm incredibly disappointed by the way that they worded this, but I don't want to get into all that. But in explaining my side of the story, I said listen, guys, if you sign a contract, you should always honor the contract. There's no good reason to like sign and be like, oh, I changed my mind. Like, it's incredibly bad, and I said that in here, okay? But I'm giving my reasoning. You know, why did I sign the contract if it was something that I probably wouldn't want to do? So I say, one day I got a message pretty much saying, hey, that contract is due tonight, you gotta sign it today. I pretty much had half a day to decide whether or not to sign, and it seemed like if I didn't sign, the deal would fall through for the rest of the team. I didn't want to mess up everyone's opportunities to move on with their career just because I felt uncomfortable, and there was nothing too objectionable in the contract, so I signed it. Okay? This guy named J-Rod, okay, takes that little snippet from my quote. I've got to call complete bullshit on this point. It's clear from your okay, listen to this. Okay, again, charged language. I've got to call complete bullshit on this point. It's clear from your demeanor and general lack of understanding of, quote-unquote, the way things work, that you are fairly uneducated or, at the very least, unexposed to the realities that make it impossible to have your cake and eat it, too. Okay? Like, I own my own house. I have a kid. I make my own car payments. I haven't lived with mommy and daddy since I'm 17. How the fuck have I not been exposed to reality? Who the fuck is this guy? This guy's got almost 1,400 posts, and he's making all these assumptions about me. Like, what the fuck? There's no way in hell you didn't have access to that contract until the due date. You just fucked it off, and you're being transparent as hell right now. I mean, seriously, you're going to take a high and mighty stance about doing things your own way and not caring about being a part of an organization or adhering to social norms and general decency, but then you turn around and you aren't even being candid in your explanation? Bro, I've got, like, Skype blogs to back up everything I'm talking about. Why would I lie when there's a written record of everything that's been said, like, on the internet? Like, that would be stupid. That would be embarrassing for me to have Katz post his Skype blog saying, well, look, I told Destiny about this, like, 3 weeks in advance. But I know that's not going to happen because I wouldn't lie like that. That's fucking retarded. Oh, and I'm totally sure you actually read the contract. And then he puts, even though he capitalized this here, he puts the 100% sarcasm at the end, just so that we know he's being sarcastic. I don't expect this to be well received. Don't care either, as I know the type of people that consider themselves your fans, but even the immature and unempathetic, I don't even know if that's a real word, the unempathetic high school kids that watch your stream after school deserve you at least saying that you fucked up, rather than a lame excuse that you couldn't view the contract until the due date. So this guy made me cry a lot. That post and the one by Hyperlimit, I think, were the worst. They were the hardest ones to read. I wonder if he ever responded to me. I don't remember. Oh wait, what? Did he post anything before? Oh yeah, this is cute. He was an acquisition as part of a deal. It's like when those WoW guilds acquire each other to get stronger, you always have to take on some jobbers, and then you begin immediately looking for reasons to get rid of them without rocking the boat. Destiny is a jobber. And then he says this, like, can anyone EG having a player like Idra, minus the talent? I don't know. Can anyone